the life that we want, whether it's just a life with more happiness, more peace, more money, more friends, better relationships, whatever you want is so it's right there. You're here, what you want is like right here. Hello, it's Sageism, but you can call me Sage, and the whole point of this video is to give you some clarity and direction, milestones if you will, on the journey that is shadow work. This is gonna help you measure your progress, and I don't care who you are. Everyone wants to feel like they're moving forward, and with shadow work, it can be kind of hard to tell. No one's gonna come up to you and say, oh my gosh, look at all this hard work you're doing on yourself and the strides that you're taking to do the soul-searching work to do better for yourself. It's not gonna happen. Now, if you've already started this process and you're ahead of the game, then I am so proud of you, sis. Congratulations on taking the steps on bettering yourself, because odds are no one else has told you yet, so I'll be the first to tell you. But if you haven't, then I have a free 7-day shadow work guide. I'll link it in the description for you to below. Go grab that and then come back to this video. Now, before we get into it, I just want to make sure you know that the 4 stages that I list are going to be very general, and your experience might be a lot different from someone else's. So keep that in mind as we're going through this, okay? Let's get started. Stage number 1, Spain, but no S. Yes, pain. It's gonna be painful. You're gonna remember some things that you forgot all about, and you might even wish that you didn't remember. You'll have these sudden light bulb moments that kind of like ahas that connect a behavior to a certain memory in the past. As an example, when I first started doing shadow work, I recalled a memory where I was being blamed for something pretty serious, and no matter how much I denied it, my parents didn't believe me, and for some reason that really caused me a lot of pain, and it stuck with me. And when I recalled that, I made that connection that the reason that I can't stand when someone misunderstands me is because of that reason. It almost drives me, well, it doesn't anymore, but it used to drive me into like fight or flight mode of like, oh my gosh, I gotta fix this. I didn't mean to be misunderstood. What if they got the wrong impression, you know? So my people pleaser was in strong effect up until I made that connection. Stage 2. Overwhelm and confusion. Okay, so you've started doing all this inner work, right? And you're realizing that it just doesn't seem to end. I mean, like, it's going on, and maybe you start to feel overwhelmed or feel like you're definitely broken and it's not gonna get better. Maybe you even think that the only way you can do this is if you hire a therapist. All of it is just too much, and shoot, you might even feel worse than when you started. And something important that I want you to know is that you need to have grace for yourself if you're in this stage. You didn't collect all these traumas and emotional issues in one night or even in a week, right? It's years. And so it's gonna take time for you to work through those issues and to heal them. I want you to think of all those bad memories and that icky trauma as vines wrapped around your body, and for each bad event that you've experienced is the equivalent of one vine. Those vines are poking you with their thorns, they're really tight, but as you're doing the shadow work, you're taking back one vine off of yourself at a time. When you remove one vine, there might be 2 or 3 that were attached to that one and all of them go, but the point is that it's gonna take some time to free yourself from that locked up, wrapped up, entangled state. And honey, being aware of those issues is a positive step in the right direction. You should be so proud of the progress that you've made up until this point. Moving on to stage 3, you are now in the acceptance and understanding stage.
I might not be the prettiest, I might not be the baddest or the thinnest, but baby, I am that bitch.
Hallelujah, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and you are now starting to realize that, All of your behavior, whether it was toxic or your insecurities or your anxieties, are just a result of all of those events that happened to you. You might even be realizing that the people who hurt you in the past were just victims in their own way to their own traumas, and they just hadn't taken the time to do what you're doing right now. Starting to see yourself in a new light, maybe even the people around you, and who knows, maybe your empathy is rising, or maybe it's just the newfound love that's starting to well up from within yourself. You're beginning to accept your past, and you're starting to feel lighter, less angry, less depressed, less anxious, and there's this understanding that what happened to you in the past was not your fault. Or if you hurt someone in the past, you're learning that it's okay to forgive yourself. Your capacity to hold space for yourself is expanding. And now we're in the last stage, which would be empowerment and change. Now, even though I'm classifying this as the last stage, keep in mind that how long you are in stage 3 does not define the quality of your shadow work, or I don't want you to feel pressure that you should be in stage 4 already, okay? However long stage 3 takes is up to you. And to be honest, you might cycle through stage 3 and stage 4 multiple times through your life. So do not think of stage 4 as the end goal. It's just something that you'll look up one day and realize that you're here. This is when you start to come more into alignment with your higher self, and life just starts to get better, even without you trying. Like if you've been trying to manifest a better job and you hadn't been doing shadow work, once you're in stage 4, it just happens, baby. You don't even, you can think it and you'll see it the next day. People will start to look at you different. You might get more people that are saying, oh my gosh, I love your energy, or oh my gosh, you just feel so different now. It's like you're expanding. Maybe you naturally just want to start taking better care of your body or eating healthier foods. Maybe you decided, you know what, that charity that I've always wanted to open, I'm gonna open it. Or that business that I've been wanting to start, it's in the cards for me. And this is because through the process of shadow work, you have let go of all those heavy, low vibrational thought forms that were holding you back from being your best self, from being in alignment with your higher self. And what I've realized as someone who's in stage 4, it's not that you experience less challenges or issues don't come your way anymore. You've just graduated to new lessons, new challenges, and you're better equipped to handle those challenges now. For example, if while you were doing shadow work, you realized that the reason why you were struggling to have more income was because you grew up watching your parents struggle to make money. Once you've healed that aspect of you, you no longer need to struggle with money because you've learned your lesson from that. The struggle of earning money and realizing that you don't belong in that lack mindset no longer serves the purpose of evolving you. So now, boom, money comes with ease because it doesn't need to be held back anymore. You're not holding yourself back from it anymore.
That's the one! That's the one! That's the one!
And that's it, friend. I get so excited about this because the life that we want, whether it's just a life with more happiness, more peace, more money, more friends, better relationships, whatever you want it's right there. You're here, what you want is right here. And even then, that doesn't do it justice because you have so much power, and the only thing holding you back are the experiences that you went through that convinced you otherwise. And this is why I'm working on this project, to help people like you and me who feel, or who used to feel overwhelmed, who would feel lost, who would feel confused, who would feel like they're too broken, there's too much wrong with them to accomplish the dream of what's in their heart. Or maybe they've been beaten down for so long, their experiences are so ingrained with them that they don't even believe that they should be allowed to dream. I want to help women set themselves free by walking them through these stages with clarity, with support, so that they don't have to be unfulfilled anymore, and then they can be the manifesting queens they're supposed to be. period. So if that sounds like something that you want to be a part of, I'll leave a link in the description so you can sign up and be the first person to know when that comes to fruition. But I am so passionate about this topic. So with that being said, if we're vibing, you already know what to do. Feel free to hit that like and subscribe button, leave a comment, let me know what you thought of this video, if anything resonated with you. In fact, what stage are you in? I would love to hear it. So until next time, friend, see you.